Our team is working to make sure you don't fall for it after first telling you yesterday about a Kearney County man who lost $30,000 in a weeks-long scam. We learned of a man in Nebraska who lost hundreds of thousands of dollars falling for a similar scam.
We want you to see how these work. Tonight, investigator Dylan Domingue shares his story to protect yourself.
Well, these scams are rarely isolated incidents targeting just one person. Scammers use similar scare tactics on different people just to get what they want. In this case, a man named Dave from Omaha, Nebraska, lost everything he's worked for in just a few weeks. He reported the scam to the Better Business Bureau, who was speaking on his behalf to make sure his story gets out and you don't fall for it. For Dave, it began with a simple email. An agent claiming to be with the Federal Trade Commission telling him that he was being investigated for suspicious activity on his account.
There was some incriminating information, a videotape of him that he wouldn't want to be public.
Kyle was the scammer.
It's a similar story to what 87-year-old Tom Grauberger shared with Fact Finder when he received a pop-up warning on his computer.
A screenshot where 10 hackers were in my computer, illegal porn sites, child porn, all this. Money laundering.
The immediate scare tactic had both men willing to do anything to clean their accounts. The BBB says that's when scammers, posing as FTC agents, use convincing language over the phone to get Dave to send them money.
We're talking about putting $30,000 in cash in a paper bag and bring them to Bitcoin ATMs, where Dave would dispense dollar by dollar and send to a Bitcoin wallet.
Dave thought this would clear his name. Instead, it was clearing his bank account as he sent scammers $200,000 in just 2.5 weeks.
In 2.5 weeks, some of us can set lifelong goals. We can, binge watch television shows. And this person lost just about everything he ever worked for.
Both men admitted that relying on family during the time would have likely saved them money and from the headaches that followed. Now they're hoping their story reaches others, so the next person that receives that email doesn't fall victim.
My gut was saying this is wrong, and I should have followed my gut.
There is a real psychological effect to losing $200,000 in 2.5 weeks, and I don't think that the world has enough resources for folks who go through things like that.
Now, in both cases, the bank had asked if the men were being scammed, but they came up with excuses so those transactions wouldn't look so suspicious. So this is how you can protect yourself and your money. Make sure your computer and your smartphone is up to date. Software updates can prevent scammers from getting through the firewall. Also, have a pop-up blocker enabled. Clicking on a wrong pop-up could lead to malware being downloaded on your computer. And have a computer tech clean your device from any virus. Finally, if you believe you were scammed, report it to police or the BBB Scam Tracker.